Zai Yang Yang. Zai Yang Yang, don't run. Zai Yang Yang.
Go die.
The film was translated and narrated by M. Media.
And she's an idiot. And she can't even see the path when there's no one around. A little accident is perfectly normal, isn't it? Don't tell me. You want Linjo to bring her along and marry me together with her? Getting rid of her for Linjo and for your Zhang family is a good thing. It is a good thing. Yes, it is a good thing.
Kill.
After today, the Fuzang Kingdom has fallen.
The Dragon Kingdom is mighty.
The Dragon Kingdom is mighty. The Dragon Kingdom is mighty.
It is fortunate that only the eyelid was injured. Just a slight blood stagnation. It will heal in 3 days.
You are not dead? This blue and white porcelain vase was a gift from the old man to Linjo. If sold now, it would fetch at least 700,000 or 800,000. You blind woman, eating our food and living in our house, and now you dare to break things? Do you want to rebel?
If not for the sake of General Jiang and Linjo, this single push would be enough to send your entire clan to hell and face the full force of the law.
You are no longer foolish.
Even if I have not recovered, I am still a human being. Do you want to strike me again? Just because you see I am still alive.
You blind woman. Do you want to rebel? You still dare to lay a hand on me? If not for my Zhang family feeding and housing you, you would have starved to death on the side of the road long ago. You still dare to hit me? You need to understand. This is my Zhang family home. What is wrong, aunt? This blind woman is quite lucky. She's actually still alive. Not only is she alive, she is no longer foolish. Where did you get those clothes? Wearing them, you look not only beautiful, but also heroic. If Linjo saw you, he would certainly like it. I found them in the wardrobe. I was happy for a moment. So I tried them on. I did not expect they would fit so well. Found them in the wardrobe? Are those not her clothes?
Clothes. My phoenix robe. Is this clothes really something someone of your status is allowed to wear? Are you truly not afraid of death?
The fact that you were granted marriage by old General Jiang only shows that back then, you were doing well in the military. But that was the past. Although you are no longer foolish, but you are nothing more than someone relying on, living off the charity of the Zhang family.
And narrated by
As for me,
Media.
I'm still the young lady of the prestigious Sang family. Let alone wearing your theatrical robes. Or dancing with your sword. Even if I took your life. If you have the guts, come and hit me. Miss Sang is right. That blank girl is nothing more than a loudmouth. She was even trying to scare me just now. You're so sharp, Miss Sang. You saw right through her act at a glance. That blank girl probably doesn't even know where you're standing.
Yang Chuyan, you're mistaken. There are 2 ways to find her. One way is for me to walk over to her. And the other is for her to come to me. That back in the day, I once stood unrivaled, with heroes bowing before me. Zheng Ying, you don't even rank. Zheng Ying, what happened today? You'd better remember. The day after the Yahua forces moved south, your Zhang family shall be wiped from the face of the earth.
You blind fool. How dare you strike me? You dare insult my Zhang family. Just wait until I have people here to kill you.
Stop.
Linzhou,
Zhang Linzhou, the second young master of the Zhang family.
Zhang Linzhou, you're hitting me too?
You insult my wife. I'm hitting you.
Linzhou, you're wronging Miss Zhang. She isn't simple-minded anymore. Just now, she even hit me and threatened us.
Threatened you.
Linzhou, she recovered a long time ago. She's been feigning ignorance to threaten Aunt and me.
Xiaolon is just a frail woman. How could she threaten you? I only see my wife, a frail woman, merely holding a sword to protect herself.
She's a frail woman. You just didn't see her a moment ago.
That's enough. No need to say more. After all, this is my home. Miss Zhang, if you're unhurt, then please leave. My wife is timid and frightens easily. Please, leave.
You. Linzhou, I'm not lying to you. She really has recovered. That's right, Linzhou. I can testify for Miss Zhang. She recovered ages ago. She's probably just shamelessly sponging off our Jiang family. So she keeps on pretending.
Xiaolon,
The film was translated and
I was
narrated
wrong.
by M
Please,
Media.
don't hit me.
don't be afraid. I'm here.
You? You're still putting on an act? You're actually even more manipulative than me. Linzhou, you must not be fooled by her.
Enough. She is not of sound mind. Every day, I don't know how much abuse you've subjected her to. You have the audacity to cast blame on others first.
Linzhou, you.
Now, please get out.
Fine.
Wait,
Linzhou, I knew it. You can't bear to let me go.
take my wife's clothes off. And then get out.
Linlin. Zhang Linzhou, you two better remember this. Today's business is not over yet. This isn't over between us. Miss Zhang.
Grandfather praised you highly long ago. He called you a heroine among women. A born warrior. The nation's sharpest blade. Protecting the peace of every home. When I learned that you were to be my fiancée, I was so happy. As happy as I was then is how heartbroken I am now. Seeing you like this.
Handsome brother. Don't cry.
Xiaolon. I am so tired. My mother. I won't even mention her, but at that time, grandmother and the others, seeing you in that state, refused to take you in. These past few years, the Zhang family's situation hasn't been good. And the pressure on me has only grown greater. Everyone is whispering outside, saying I've given up on myself, lacking all ambition, only to marry a woman who is both blind and foolish.
It seems my marriage to Linzhou has put too much pressure on him.
But I believe you are the heroine that grandfather described. For the rest of our lives, no matter what happens, you are my wife, Zhang Linzhou's wife. I will certainly protect you.
Linzhou. Thank you.
You're not foolish anymore. You're better. Mother didn't lie to me. You really have recovered your senses.
Linzhou. What are you talking about? I only just recovered. I only heard the last sentence.
Well, Linlin, you were clearly tricking me.
3 days later.
May the old madam be blessed,
Old Madam Zhang, the grandmother of Zhang Linzhou.
with great fortune and prosperity.
Banquet Hall. Zhang Chen, the cousin of Zhang Linju. Zhang Dinghai, the eldest uncle of Zhang Linju.
Mother,
Zhang Wusheng, the father of Zhang Linju.
wishing you a long and prosperous life.
Grandmother. Grandmother. I'm sorry. There was traffic on the way. We are late.
How so? No one else is stuck in traffic, yet you two are. I suspect that you don't really care about grandmother's birthday banquet at all.
John Chen, don't speak to me in such a sarcastic and mocking tone. Xiaolon has mobility issues, that's why.
Did I hear that right? You actually brought this blind woman here with you? You really don't care about humiliating the Zhang family, do you?
Linzhou, have you lost your mind? How could you bring this blind woman to grandmother's birthday banquet?
Lin Zhu. Today, it isn't just the Zhang family here. There are many elites from Jiangsu present. Your grandmother already had reservations about you marrying Linlin. Aren't you just setting yourself up for humiliation? Zhang Linzhu, have you been looking after a fool for so long that you've become a fool yourself?
You.
What? Is Zhang Chen wrong? Parading this woman around in public is a disgrace. Old second brother. What does your family think you're doing to old madam? Eldest brother, you.
Enough. Don't let all these people make a mockery of us. Lead them to that table by the entrance, so they don't sit close and cause annoyance.
Grandmother. Xiaolon.
Sit over there. Bringing a blind woman. Here is an eyesore.
The film was translated and
Yes.
narrated by M Media.
3 days have passed. The energy is circulating, and her eyes will be fully recovered shortly. No wonder the Jiang family has been in decline since old General Jiang Wuli passed away. So, there was a reason for it after all.
Bitch woman, what are you talking about?
What? Are you not only brainless, but also deaf?
Perhaps this fool isn't a fool anymore.
Or maybe she was shocked into clarity by Zhang Chen and wants to speak up for her husband.
Well, she certainly picked the wrong person to back. Jiang Chen has recently gotten close to the department manager of the Tianning Group, Su Jianwei's daughter. He's the one favored. In front of the old madam?
Linlin has been a fool for so many years. How could she possibly be fine just like that? Zhang Linzhu, you surely aren't harboring resentment against the family and purposely coaching her to say this, are you? You must assume we won't bother arguing with this fool, so you coached her to insult us, right?
That makes sense. This Zhang Linzhou is truly audacious.
Zhang Linzhu, a grandson like you, what can you actually do? Perhaps this was the old second brother's scheme. You
You are truly unfilial, putting your own grandmother on the spot, in front of so many people.
Eldest uncle, please don't talk nonsense here.
Eldest brother, you've misunderstood Linzhou. Linzhou is an honest boy. It is mainly this woman.
He doesn't have the guts. That not means he has the intention. Your whole family. Are you saying an old woman, I am incompetent? Or that I am unfair in my dealings?
Mother, Linzhou, why are you just standing there? Why don't you discipline her at once? Make her apologize to grandmother.
Linzhu, today is your grandmother's birthday banquet. Just humor her and make her happy. Hurry up and do it. Do you really want to watch our whole family get kicked out?
Linzhou.
Grandmother. I am sorry. It is all my fault. Please, stop tormenting Xiaolon.
Linlin has been in the Zhang family for 3 years. She has lived off the Zhang family, and in the end, to say that I, an old woman, haven't taken good care of her. How could such a thing exist under the sun? An ungrateful wretch.
Exactly. If you raised a dog, it would at least know to wag its tail at its master, unlike her, who actually bites the hand that feeds her.
Old madam, on such a wonderful day, why must you be so angry? Actually, I can somewhat understand Miss Lin's feelings. After all, after waking up,
Saru, the fiancé of Zhang Chen.
it's only natural that she couldn't accept the
film was
reality
translated
of being
and
blind all at
narrated
once.
by M Media.
Second young master Jiang, you're far too kind. You would even sympathize with a blind woman like this?
Miss Su, what exactly do you mean by that?
After all, today is old madam's birthday banquet, not a place to grandstand for attention. So some form of discipline is indeed called for. Second young master Zhang, since you have failed to keep order, Why not hand over the position of director of the marketing department at Jiang Group to our Zhangchun?
Ever since Lin Zhou insisted on marrying me, his family's dividends from the Jiang family have been slashed to a pittance, just enough to barely scrape by. Lin Zhou's own position was stripped away, and he has faced more suppression than anyone else. This marketing director position is something Lin Zhou, and with real results. Sleeping only 4 hours a night. You want to snatch it away with a single light-hearted sentence? Don't you find that laughable?
You're right, but what does all your husband's hard work matter? With one light-hearted sentence of mine, I can take this director position. This is the gap in strength between you and me.
You.
Saru, you are always the best to me.
I almost forgot. This Miss Lin is usually a bit dim-witted and probably doesn't know much about what's happening in the outside world, right? Let me introduce myself to everyone. My name is Suro. My father is Su Jianwei. He doesn't have any great special abilities, but he is just a department manager at the Zhangzhou branch of the Tianning Group. Tianning Group, the #1 industrial giant in the Dragon Kingdom.
Their CEO, Fan Pojin, is now the richest person in the Dragon Kingdom.
Miss Su, have you met CEO Fan? I heard that behind CEO Fan is that legendary sovereign of Yaohua. Is that for real? The Tianning Group's future center of development is right here in Zhangzhou, so my father is highly valued. Thanks to my father's reputation, I have even attended an internal gathering of the Tianning Group, and I have even met the renowned sovereign of Yaohua. But if I'm being honest, when I toasted her, she even praised me for being young and promising, saying that I would surely surpass my father in the future. Who knows? I might even get to move into the central headquarters in Zhongjing.
Move into the central headquarters in Zhongjing? Then, Saru, wouldn't that mean you're going to succeed? CEO Fan, the richest man in the country, more importantly, having the favor of the sovereign of Yaohua.
Miss Su, your future is limitless.
Linlin, what are you laughing at? How dare you show disrespect to the sovereign of Yaohua?
I'm laughing because some people can lie without even blushing or skipping a heartbeat. You claim I once praised you for being young and promising at a dinner party. It's a pity. But I never drink.
Did everyone hear that? This Miss Lin is implying that she is the sovereign of Yuhua herself, who commands all kings and stands as the equal of heaven. Everyone, why don't you come over and pay your respects immediately?
Xiaolon, speak carefully. You must not offend the sovereign.
You have no filter on your mouth. Even awe-inspiring. Sovereign of Yaohua you dare to offend.
Grandmother, Xiaolon didn't mean it. She only...
And you, too. You can't even keep your own wife in check. In my opinion, you need more discipline. You should go back to working at the entry level for a few more years.
Mother, that project is Linzu's hard work of many years.
That's right, Mother. You know better than anyone how hard Lin Zhou has worked.
If you take the wrong path, what is the point of working hard? As expected, Ah Xiao Chen is the thoughtful one.
The
He
film
found
was
such a wonderful
translated
daughter-in-law
and
for the
narrated
Zhang
by
family.
Emilia.
As for the director's position, it will be yours from now on. Lin Zhou, go ahead and hand over your work to Zhang Chen.
Yes, grandmother.
Thank you, grandmother.
Mother... Linlin, this is all your fault. Not only have you ruined Lin Zhou's standing in the Zhang family, but now his career is affected too.
Mother. This is not Xiaolon's fault. It's all my own doing. Let's go.
The old madam's intention is clear. As long as Lin Zhou marries a bride like Suru, bringing more benefits to the Jiang family, then he is on the right path. Lin Zhou's position won't be taken away, right?
What now? Have you regained your conscience? And decided to divorce Lin Zhou?
Grandmother. Xiaolon has only just recovered her senses, but her vision has not yet healed. She has no job. And she is penniless. How could she survive if she left the Zhang family? I will not divorce her.
Zhang Linzu, you certainly have high hopes. You really think you could find a young lady from a prestigious family who could surpass Suru in status? Exactly, mother. Behind Suru is more than just the power of the Su family. There is also CEO Fan Pojin, the richest man in the country, and the peerless sovereign of Yaohua herself.
No, This peerless sovereign of Yohua. Isn't she standing right before my eyes? I'm just so terrified. Just by her standing there. She's already leagues above me. Right?
Saru. Don't use the name of the sovereign of Yahua to tease Xiaolon anymore.
That's right. Compared to me, you are indeed a grain of sand, compared to the bright moon in the sky.
How dare you to repeatedly slander the sovereign of Yahua? You are utterly arrogant.
The sovereign of Yahua wiped out Fuzang Kingdom in a single battle and single-handedly faced the 18 gods of war from 3 nations. How could someone like you, a blind woman, ever compare to her?
Exactly. Though the sovereign of Yahua is a woman under the heavens, what man's combat strength could ever match hers?
A blind person like you should find a doctor to fix your eyes before you even think about walking on your own.
My energy is flowing without obstruction. When I open my eyes, these petty villains will taste the wrath of thunder.
Bitch. I will show you now what true power is. What it means to have such a gap between us. Instead of just spouting nonsense. Recently, my father prepared a birthday gift for old Madam, and we were quite fortunate. I heard old Madam loves embroidery. And this is the finest clad brocade from Sakeng.
The film was translated
Worth a fortune.
and narrated by M. Media.
Truly exquisite embroidery.
This is a ruyi made of white jade. While white jade is not as precious as Munanfat jade, a piece this large is extremely rare. I hope old Madam will accept it with a smile.
You are very thoughtful, Miss Sue.
This is a gift my father prepared for you.
Order contract.
These are the order contracts for the Tianning Group. If handled well, our Zhang family will benefit immensely.
I wish old Madam good health and a long life.
Saru, you are truly amazing. You blind woman. You can't see, but surely you can hear? These generous gifts are things you could never reach in your entire life. Old second brother. Let us all wait and see. Your daughter-in-law. No. What kind of gift does the sovereign of Yahua have? Eldest brother, no, don't.
Mother, father, me and Xiaolon are leaving now.
Of course. Does this sort of thing even deserve to be on the table?
Audacious.
Xiaolon.
Call Fan Pojin.
Sovereign, what is it?
Within 5 minutes, have the birthday gift delivered to the Jiang family. Otherwise, stop acting as the richest man in the Dragon Kingdom.
Yes.
They're still putting on an act? Guard seize her for slandering the sovereign of Yoawa and daring to destroy my gift. I will see you smashed to pieces.
Let's see who dares.
Lin Zhou, move aside. Do you really intend to stand against the Zhang family for the sake of this blind woman? What are you waiting for? Anyone who dares to stand in our way, beat them down.
Gifts presented. Congratulations on your longevity, old madam. We respectfully present you with a villa in Pankin. 1 mutton fat jade ruby. 5 EC night luminescent pearls. 1 kingfisher feather hairpin set with precious stones.
Which friend has sent such a grand gift?
May I ask?
The Zhang family butler.
Which one of you is Mr. Zhang Linzu? That would be him.
Xiaolon. This gift. Did you really prepare this for me?
The timing is perfect. This is my husband, Jiang Linzhou. Jiang Linzhou.
Her eyes.
Her eyes? She's not blind anymore.
She's
The
not
film
blind
was
anymore.
translated
Xiaolon.
and narrated by
Your
M.
eyes are
Media.
healed.
Yes. Though my eyes have healed, my internal strength has yet to fully recover.
So, all of these.
They are just a small token of my appreciation.
What? These were actually sent by Linlin?
Strange. Why did Fan Pojin only send such a meager gift?
These treasures are far more valuable than eldest young master Jiang's. Could everything she said be true?
So Linlin's eyes are really healed. Why does she look so familiar? Mother always knew you were capable, Xiaolin. Eldest brother, these gifts were sent by my daughter-in-law. How about that? Not inferior to what your Suro brought, right?
Impossible. She's just a blind woman. Where would she get the ability to do this?
I don't believe it. It's impossible. If you really had such ability, why would you be begging for scraps in the Zhang family? These things definitely weren't sent by you.
Xiaolon, tell me the truth. You must not take credit for something you didn't do.
Don't worry. I had people prepare this in advance. Just be bold and go for it. Is that so? We'll know in a moment.
Mr. Zhang Linzu, these are all from my master, presented in your name. To honor the old madam's birthday. Please verify them.
Thank you for your hard work. Thank you, Xiaolon.
What about Fan Pojin? Why didn't he come in person?
CEO Fan, what does this have to do with him? You must be the wife of Mr. Zhang Linzu. That my master mentioned.
Who is your master?
Zheng Ying of the Jiangsu Zheng family. The gifts weren't from Linlin.
The Jiangzhou Zhang family? That newly risen top-tier family?
So it's Miss Zheng. I heard she has long been enamored with Zhang Linzu. It turns out it's true.
Junying.
Very well, Linlin. You actually dared to falsely claim Miss Zhang's gifts, almost causing me to be deceived by someone like you.
Old second brother. You really must discipline your daughter-in-law. It might be fine when she's just at home. But if this gets out, it will bring disgrace upon our Zhang family.
Strange, why hasn't Fan Pojin arrived yet?
Wishing the old madam boundless longevity. I apologize for my late arrival. I hope the old madam will not take offense.
Miss Zhang, it is an honor for the Zhang family that you were able to grace us with your presence. How could I ever blame you?
So you're not keeping up the charade anymore? Giving up the act, are you? Not done living off the Zhang family's charity yet?
And narrated
You're back
by
for another free
me.
meal? Brother Linzhou, do you like the gift? I got you?
Miss Zhang, the gift you've brought is far too generous. I cannot accept it.
Why ever not? This is a sincere gesture from Miss Zhang. Linzhou, you must seize this opportunity. Miss Zhang, this is...
I am speaking on behalf of the head of the Zheng family. The Zheng family wishes to form an alliance with the Zhang family through marriage. I ask that old madam grant us this union. Please agree to the marriage between your granddaughter and second young master Linzu.
Miss Zhang, I already have a wife.
What wife? Don't listen to him, everyone. This Linlin was, until recently, just a simpleton. My son never had a real marriage with her.
That's right, today. I, as the matriarch, shall decide. He will divorce her immediately, choose an auspicious date, and marry Miss Zhang.
Grandmother.
I disagree.
You disagree? Because of you, our family nearly lost our dividends, and Linzhou nearly lost his job. What right do you have to disagree?
Zheng Ying is not worthy.
I look down on you. If Linzhou were to marry Miss Zheng, life would be 100, no, 1,000 times better than it is now. Who do you think you are?
Linlin. Linzu is a kind soul. Even when you were blind, he was willing to honor the betrothal and take you as his wife. But now that your eyes are healed, you shouldn't hold him back any longer.
I know that Linzhou has shown me great kindness. That is precisely why I cannot stand by and let Zheng Ying marry him. Whatever Zheng Ying can do for him, I will do 100 times over.
100 times? And who are you to say that?
Linlin, your eyes are healed now. Pack your things and get out of the Zhang house.
Grandmother. Xiaolon has only just recovered. If you kick her out of the house now, how is she supposed to survive?
If she can't survive, she can go die somewhere else. Stop being an eyesore to me. Get the divorce settled as soon as possible. Take an auspicious date and marry Miss Zhang.
Grandmother, please forgive my stubbornness. But I will not abandon Xiaolon.
You are determined to protect her, are you? Then get out with her.
Please take care, grandmother. This unfilial grandson will take my leave.
CEO of Tianning Group, Fan Pochen has arrived.
Never mind, the gift I prepared has arrived.
Your gift.
Yes.
CEO Fan. CEO Fan,
film
the
was
richest man in the Dragon
translated
Kingdom.
and
CEO
narrated
Fan is
by
actually here.
Even Fan Pochen came? It seems old Madame Jiang's connections from his years of fighting are far stronger than I imagined. Jiang Linzhou, you will be mine sooner or later.
Although the Zhang family has some strength, compared to a behemoth like the Tianning Group, we are but ants. Why would CEO Fan come here? Who else here could have ties to the Tianning Group? Surely he must be here for Suru.
I suppose so.
The Su family and CEO Fan. Are that close? Xiao Chan, you must treat Miss Su well, CEO Fan. Your presence in our John household truly brings great honor to our humble home.
You're too kind. With such an excellent daughter-in-law in the Zhang family, I look forward to old madam giving us your guidance in the future.
Yes, extremely happy with this engagement. Are very pleased with this marriage as well.
CEO Fan, does this mean Suru is up for a promotion? This must be because of the sovereign of Yahua promoting Mr. Su.
Mr. Suru?
CEO Fan, I am Suro, daughter of Su Jianwei, manager of the Jiangzhou branch. At the year-end banquet, I even had the honor of toasting you.
Just moments ago, someone was questioning Suru standing within the Tianning Group. They should look in the mirror first.
Suru? I don't know her.
Wait, CEO Fan, how could you not know Suru?
Plenty of people toast me. Do you expect me to remember every single one? Might I ask, where is the second young master of the Zhang family?
Second young master, John?
CEO Fan, what do you mean by that?
Naturally, that would be my Linzhou. Aside from him, does the Jiang family have any other second young master?
Linlin, while in the presence of CEO Fan, from the Tianning Group. Is it your place to speak?
How bold! How dare you? How dare you show disrespect to Miss Lin?
This?
CEO Fan, have you made a mistake? She is nothing but a blind woman who has been a fool for 3 years.
Miss Lin, at your request, I'm here on behalf of Mr. John Linzhu to present the old madam with a generous gift. May you live as long as the pines and cypresses.
CEO Fan, you are truly generous. Mother, look.
This is a Tianning Group strategic development project.
A strategic project? What level of priority is that?
It means it is a key investment
The
project
film
for
was
the Tianning Group
translated and
with an
narrated
unlimited
by
budget.
Media.
If the Zhang family follows their lead, even if we only get the scraps, the profits will be substantial. Quite substantial indeed.
Xiaolon, who exactly are you?
No matter who I am your wife.
Thank you, CEO Fan.
You are too kind, old madam. Since the gift has been delivered, I shall take my leave now.
Safe travels, CEO Fan. Could it be that Linlin's identity back then wasn't ordinary? Linlin, what is your relationship with CEO Fan? Why does he respect you so much?
I once saved his life on the battlefield in the Northern Territory.
You saved his life? No wonder. Linzhou, your performance has been excellent. We will leave you in your position as director for now. This is preposterous.
Mother, isn't this the strategic project of the richest man, CEO Fan? Is there a problem?
Look closely at what is written on the document.
The Master Development Plan for the Wild Grave Gully.
The Master Development Plan
The Master Development Plan
for the Wild Grave Gully.
for the Wild Grave Gully.
Wild Grave Gully was a mass grave site CEO Fan is the richest man in the Kingdom of Dragon. How could he possibly take on such a mess?
CEO Fan is well informed. Perhaps there is some other benefit to this land.
Benefits. Benefits, my foot. This contract clearly states that the amount the Zhang family is investing is exactly the amount of our current available assets. If the funding from the Tianning Group doesn't arrive on time, when will the Zhang family ever see any profit?
Furthermore, if the Tianning Group drags this out for a few months, how is the Zhang family supposed to survive in the meantime? And if the Zhang family goes under, will these returns even be paid out? And to whom would they be paid? The business world? Uncle Jen is like a battlefield. You must think this through. Be careful.
You really need to be more vigilant. You, Linlin. The Zhang family has been nothing but kind to you, yet you actually dare to collude with outsiders, to scheme against us?
Does the Jiang family's current standing make us worthy of being targeted by CEO Fan?
You.
If we aren't worthy of being targeted by CEO Fan, then why would he give her such a massive project?
Miss Zheng, Linlin,
by M Media.
once saved CEO Fan's life.
If she is his savior, I could understand him giving her some ordinary project. But a strategic project of this scale? A mere life-saving debt from a normal person's perspective, does that even make sense?
If I say so, then it's true.
Who do you think you are? If you truly had that kind of capability, CEO Fan would have been pampering you long ago. Would he have let you end up in the Zhang family, becoming the laughingstock of the entire city?
The Zhang family has been nothing but kind to you, and yet you collude with outsiders to covet our family's foundation. Someone throw her out.
Grandmother, this is a contract that Shelon earned through a life-saving favor. How can you slander her like this?
You are determined to protect her, are you? Then you can get out with her too. A frog at the bottom of a well cannot comprehend the vastness of the ocean.
Old madam, don't come to regret this later.
This is the second branch. I heard it's all thanks to that daughter-in-law of theirs.
The Zhang family's contract signing press conference. Banquet hall.
Now Zhang Linzu has not only lost his position as director, but also offended old madam. Now I'm afraid he is even worse off than an ordinary person.
You wouldn't know, but at old madam's birthday banquet last time, Linlin made old madam so incredibly angry. To have such a daughter-in-law, it's no wonder things aren't going well for them.
Did you hear that, my dear brother? I advised you back then to kick this repulsive useless out. You wouldn't listen, and now look. Everyone in the world knows that she is a jinx.
John Chen. Watch your mouth and show some respect. Didn't our eldest uncle teach you how to speak properly?
You. Today's press conference. Grandmother will not only announce our partnership with the Tianning Group, but she will also announce the future plans for the Zhang family. You lot from the second branch had better be ready. I'd like to see if you can still act so tough when the time comes.
Everyone, thank you all for coming today. I have some wonderful news to share. The Tianning Group will be entering into a deep partnership with our Zhang Group to develop the Wild Grave Gully project.
Isn't Wild Grave Gully that mass grave site?
Your information is outdated. That land is now a new special zone designated by the higher-ups, and land prices are skyrocketing.
Then doesn't that mean the Zhang Group has hit the jackpot? We're about to take off.
Wait a moment. The deputy CEO of Tianning Group, Wan Xin, will be here shortly to sign the contract with our Zhang family. So, today's banquet. First, to welcome our honored guests. And second, this partnership was brought about by the tireless efforts of my eldest son, Zhang Dinghai, and my grandson, Zhang Chen. It is their hard work that made it possible. Therefore, this is also their celebration.
This father and son from the Zhang family certainly have impressive capabilities. To think they could actually secure the Tianning group.
Seeing that the Zhang family has such worthy successes, this old woman feels deeply gratified. Therefore, I have decided to hand over the vast Zhang family to Zhang Dinghai. I hereby appoint him the next head of the Zhang family. Zhang Dinghai, come up and say a few words.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Mother, since you have entrusted this burden to me, I shall work diligently. I will answer to Mother and my late father above, and to all the employees of the Zhang group below. That is all. The reason the Zhang group has been able to grow so large is because we reward and punish clearly. Zhang Chen has made a great contribution this time, and Mother will certainly reward him. However, Linzu and you, Linlin, have misused father's name to collude with outside forces in an attempt to frame our Zhang family, and you nearly destroyed the partnership with the Tianning group. You must be severely punished. Starting today, Linzu is expelled from the Zhang group, and all residences, vehicles, and rights granted by the group are revoked.
On what grounds? How can you treat Linzhou like this?
And what is the point of asking my father? You should ask your son and your daughter-in-law. They sponge off the Zhang family every day, living like useless. People like that should be kicked out. Bitch, how dare you hit me? Zhang Linzu, look at this fine wife of yours. Daring to hit my son.
I hit you because you deserved it. Not only did you slander brother Linzhou and me, but you are also foul-mouthed.
You
have failed to raise your son properly. If you won't discipline him yourself, someone else will do it for you.
This is outrageous, absolutely outrageous. Old second brother, look at this fine daughter-in-law of yours. She doesn't even respect me as her elder.
Insolent. I have been patient with you, time and time again, yet you show absolutely no remorse. It seems you truly have no respect for my Zhang family at all.
Exactly, grandmother. We only signed a contract, and she wanted to beat me for it. If we signed
The film
other
was
contracts in the future,
translated
won't she just end up
and
killing
narrated by
someone?
M Media.
It's terrifying, and she even dared to strike a contributor to the family.
We cannot tolerate such behavior from a daughter-in-law. To be so arrogant. Right in front of old madam.
Mother, you saw it all. Our Zhang family absolutely cannot harbor such a shrew. Expel Linlin from the family. When she was mentally unstable and blind, we kept her out of pity. But things are different now. As long as she remains in the Zhang family, we will never have a moment's peace. If this continues, our Zhang family will surely be ruined by her. Exactly, grandmother, I agree as well. Not only did she impersonate grandfather, swindling people, she even dared to commit violence. Who knows what other outrageous things she might do later. She eats the family's food and dares to strike a family hero. Why on earth should we keep someone like her?
She is simply jealous that Jiang Chen secured the contract for the Tianning group. It was probably Zhang Linzhou who incited her to hit Jiang Chen.
Mother, look. This is the will of the people. Grandmother, please make your decision quickly.
Grandmother. Xiaolon is just a woman. If you drive her out of the Zhang family like this, she will be left with nothing. Besides, even though she has regained her senses and her sight. But, if there are lingering side effects, if you force her out of the Zhang family, are you trying to make her die out there?
Then let her die out there. What does the death of an outsider have to do with our Zhang family?
Fine. If the Zhang family insists on driving Xiaolon away, then I will leave with her.
You insolent brat. Are you really going to abandon our Zhang family for the sake of such a disaster?
The Zhang family is prosperous, with power and influence, and she is all I have left. Xiaolon hasn't fully recovered from her illness. Without me, how is she supposed to survive?
Very well. So this is my good grandson. Then get out with her. From this day forward, don't ever set foot in the Zhang family again.
Grandmother, please take care of yourself. Don't let this upset your health. Zhang Linzu, why don't you hurry up and take your wife and leave? Do you want to worry your grandmother to death?
Linzhou, hurry up and apologize to your grandmother. Why are you so stubborn? Why must you insist on dragging her along?
Grandmother. It isn't that I'm trying to defy you, but I simply cannot forget grandfather's teachings. Since I, Linjo, took Xiaolon as my wife, I am bound to protect her for the rest of my life.
Rest assured, they will come back for you sooner or later. They'll be begging you to return.
Linlin, don't you realize what the situation is yet? If the day ever comes that I come crawling back to you, I'll get on my knees and call you mother.
Linjo! Linjo!
Linzu. Stop grandstanding here. Mother, don't be angry. It's not worth upsetting yourself over. We'll sign the contract in a bit, and once that's done, we can celebrate properly. Grandmother, rest assured, even without Zhang Linzu, you have me. This partnership with Tianning Group, my father and I, will certainly lead the Zhang family back to the pinnacle of Jiangsu.
You two are the only ones who are good to me, knowing how to care for me.
Deputy CEO of Tianning Group, Wan Xin has arrived.
CEO Wan, you finally arrived. On behalf of all our staff, I extend a warm welcome to your rival.
Is everyone in the Zhang family here?
Yes, that's right. Is something the matter, CEO Wan?
Then why? Don't I see Mr. Zhang anywhere?
Mr. John?
Zhang Chen, come here quickly and pay your respects to CEO Wan. Hello, CEO Wan. The person I'm talking about is Mr. Zhang Linzu, not this imposter you dragged in to make up the numbers.
CEO Wan, Linjo is not here right now. The business he is responsible for has nothing to do with this contract. And does that matter?
I don't care about any of that. I said, today's project either doesn't get signed, or it can only be signed by Mr. Zhang Linzu.
Wan. CEO Wan. Do you mean by that?
I said today's project can only be signed by Mr. Zhang Linzu. If Mr. Zhang is not here, this contract is void. CEO Wan, didn't we already reach an agreement earlier? I thought you were Mr. Zhang Linzu, which is why I was willing to talk to you. Otherwise, what do you think you are?
CEO Wan, please wait a moment. CEO Wan, this project, we are equal partners. If the contract is signed, it's a win-win for both of us. Your attitude just now is a bit too aggressive, don't you think?
A win-win? Does your Zhang family think that my Tianning Group can't afford this small investment? Anyone can see that this contract for my Tianning Group is a handout to your Zhang family. Otherwise, why would you even be holding the celebration?
CEO Wan, about this, please allow us to have an internal meeting regarding the signing of the contract. Could we delay it for today's?
In this world, there are plenty of companies fighting to take this contract. They certainly wouldn't want to wait 2 days. I have said all I am going to say. Old madam, you had better think it over carefully.
CEO Wan, please, wait a moment. I will have Linjo come over right now. Didn't you say the Tianning Group was given off this contract as a favor to the old man?
This?
Zhang Chen, go and bring Linjo back here.
But I already told her, if there ever came a day when I had to beg her to come back, I would have to kneel down and call her mother.
No one is forcing you to say that. If you don't bring Linjo back, I will strip everything away from your household.
Then hurry up and go.
And remember, you must bring them back.
The film was translated and narrated by M Media.
Xiaolon, that is grandmother's phone call.
They treat you as if you can be summoned and dismissed at will. What do they take you for?
You mean to say, this call is meant to get us to go back?
I told you. They will be the ones begging you to return. As for this contract, no one but you can get it signed.
Linlin, you jinx. Today, I'll definitely drive you out of the Zhang family by force.
Shuyan, what are you doing?
Let go and tell me. Since the day she stepped into our house, what good has ever come to us? Well, there goes your position. The dividends are gone? And now she's even started hitting people? Jiang Wushang, Linzhou, listen to me carefully. Starting from today, in this house, it is either her or me. Either me or her.
Say less.
I said it before. Old Madam will come to ask us to return.
Still pretending? Who doesn't know that old Madam's word is final? When have you ever seen her go back on her word?
Enough. If all else fails, we can just find another place to work. What are you all arguing about? Linlin. She just has a hot temper. And she is worried about Linzu. Don't take it to heart.
I know, father.
Fine, you were both good people. You were both siding with her. You actually believe her nonsense, right? If the old madam can really have a change of heart, I will write my name backward.
Second uncle, second aunt. Linzu, are you all home? Second aunt.
Why have you come? You and that father of yours finished bullying my son at the hotel, and that wasn't enough? You had to come chasing us home too?
It is all a misunderstanding. Linzu and I are cousins, after all. How could I ever bully him? Why are you here? Well, it is like this. Linzu and I are cousins. Grandmother was just angry for a moment. How could she truly have the heart to kick him out of the family? So, she sent me to bring him back.
Really? Lingzhou, then hurry back. Don't keep old madam waiting.
Wait. Something is not right with you.
What is not right about me? What nonsense are you spouting?
CEO1 has arrived, hasn't he? You can't sign this contract. So you have no choice but to swallow your pride and beg Linzhou to go back. When you beg for help, you should show some sincerity. You need to show some humility if you're asking for a favor. You just come up with some random excuse and think you can sweet talk Linzhou into coming back. Do you really take us for fools?
Linlin, don't push your luck. You really want me to kneel
The
down,
film
count out
was
to you, and call you mother?
In
and
that case,
narrated by
Linzhou and
Media.
I won't be going back. And we won't be an eyesore to you noble members of the Jiang family.
No. If you do that, grandmother will take away everything our family currently has.
Let her take it all. Good for us. What does it have to do with our Lingzhou? If she takes your family's things? Honestly.
Linzu. This partnership concerns the future of our Zhang family. You can't just stand by and watch the legacy grandfather spent his life building be destroyed like this, can you?
Xiaolon. We.
Forget it. I'm not asking you to kneel down and call us parents. Just give Linzhou a sincere apology, and we'll go back with you.
Linzu, please, save the Zhang family. It was all my fault before. It was all my fault. It was all my fault. Fine.
John Chen. Remember what you said today.
I will.
Don't target Xiaolon ever again.
Zhang Linzu, Linlin. You two better remember this. My father is the general manager of Zhang Group. Once this contract is signed, watch how I deal with your family.
Lingzhou is back.
Linzu, you're back.
Grandmother was just speaking in anger. How could I ever really let you leave the Zhang family?
Miss Lin. Mr. Zhang, hello. I am Wan Xin, Deputy CEO of Tianning Group. Last time, the contract was given to the wrong person. So this time, I've come specifically to sign the contract. Tianning Group will also provide additional capital to Zhang Group. When the contract was drafted last time, it was not fully considered. Zhang Group only has so many assets in total. How could we invest everything at once? Therefore, we are providing a matching investment for this project. That way, Zhang Group can continue to operate normally. Isn't this just giving money to the Zhang family for profit?
Can such a good thing really happen?
CEO Wen, are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, this is an order personally approved by CEO Fan. Mr. Zhang, don't worry about it. Just sign it.
Wait a moment.
Xiaolon, what's wrong?
Miss Lin, are you still unsatisfied with this contract?
Not at all. However, even if Linzhou intends to return to Jiang Group, he is only an ordinary employee. I'm afraid he isn't qualified to sign such a large contract, is he?
That's true. This contract is too large. Mr. Zhang is just an ordinary employee. I'm afraid he can't sign it. I heard the previous contract was torn up by General Manager Zhang Dinghai. Old madam, what do you think?
That's easily fixed. Zhang Dinghai has been incompetent in his work, so he is now relieved of his position as
The film
general
was
manager of
translated
Zhang
and
Corporation. I
narrated
appoint
by
Zhang Linzhou as the
Media.
new general manager of Zhang Group.
Mother, grandmother.
Is this all right now?
You may sign it.
Since the contract has been signed, I have prepared some light refreshments at the restaurant next door. Please join me. We can discuss the details of our further cooperation there.
We are in your debt, CEO fan.
The Tianning Group is extending an olive branch to the Zhang family. No, they are showing goodwill toward Lin Zhou. Why on earth would they do that? Could it be Lin Lin? What kind of connections could she possibly have?
Why does everyone have that expression? The Gem family and the Tianning Group have signed a contract today. Shouldn't we be happy about that?
Miss Zhang, what brings you here?
Old madam, Lin Zhou has already signed the contract, right?
He has. Could it be?
Could it be that Miss Zheng was the one behind this?
No way. My uncle just took office in Zhangzhou. As the governor, he and CEO Wan are old acquaintances. I just happened to mention it over dinner. And CEO Wan simply said the contract belonged to Lin Zhou.
So it was Miss Zheng's doing after all. I knew it. Lin Lin doesn't have the capability for something like this. From now on, Zhangzhou will respect the Zheng family above all.
Actually, I rely on the merits of the old General Zhang. It's just a pity that Lin Zhou and I, we're not meant to be. So things sometimes shouldn't be too obvious. Otherwise, restoring the Zhang family to the top tier would be no difficult task.
Miss Zheng, your kind intentions are truly a blessing for Lin Zhou. Just focus on your work. As for getting rid of Lin Lin, leave it to me.
Old madam, are you serious?
Of course.
Good, starting next week. I will give Lin Zhou a fresh start.
The head of the Zheng family hereby declares, 1 week from now, at the Minju restaurant, my eldest daughter, Zheng Ying, will hold an engagement ceremony with the Zhang family's second son, Zhang Linzu.
Restaurant.
Zhaolan.
What's wrong with you?
It's nothing.
Lin Lin, once we're inside, just focus on your meal. Keep your mouth shut. Don't go out there and embarrass us. Ling Zhou, you said your eldest aunt. We don't really have any contact with them anymore. This time, I suspect their family must have some good news. They're just eager to show off. It's a good thing that you just became the general manager of the Zhang Group. Otherwise, I wouldn't even want to come. Let's go!
The film was translated and
Cheyenne,
narrated
you're
by
here.
M Media.
Yang Kaylee, the eldest aunt of Zhang Linzhou.
Sit, please.
Lu Kong, younger cousin of Zhang Linzhou.
Lin Zhou, it's not that your eldest aunt wants to lecture you, but why did you bring her along? What? She doesn't get enough. Free meals at your own place. So she has to come here to sponge off my daughter-in-law too? So this is that cousin-in-law of yours?
I never acknowledge her as my cousin-in-law, a blind and foolish woman who insists on forcing her way into the Zhang family with nothing but an expired marriage contract. And my cousin, he insists on keeping this useless person. I suspect there's something wrong with his brain, too. They're a perfect match.
She doesn't look blind to me. However, her brain really does seem a bit faulty.
If you don't want those eyes anymore, I don't mind gouging them out for you.
Shiwen, what kind of language is your daughter-in-law using? Lin Lin, didn't I tell you outside to keep your mouth shut?
Mother, what are you doing?
This is Zhao Chang's girlfriend, right? My daughter-in-law has no filter. My apologies.
Jiang Wusheng, this won't be settled so easily. Forget it. What is my status? Could I really lower myself to bigger with a woman? I'll do it for the sake of you and your second aunt. My daughter-in-law is the one with real class. If she were my sister's, would I even know who she was? Let me tell you, our Cheng Yan is now a big shot in high society. Being able to share a table with her is your honor. Don't be ungrateful.
How big of a shot?
Is it a level of importance you'll never touch in your lifetime? After dinner today, remember to go back and burn a few more incense sticks for your ancestors.
Don't exaggerate. I'm just an assistant after all. Nothing of any real importance. So she's just an assistant. Exactly, Xian. You don't know about our Cheng Yun? eldest sister. You don't know about our Linjo? He just negotiated a major partnership and has been promoted to general manager of the Jiang Group. What? The Jiang family? Is that the Jiang family of the old General John Woolley? Yes, that exact Jiang family. But hasn't that Jiang family always? Always what? Always looked down on our branch of the family? So what if they look down on us? Our Linjo has real ability. Otherwise, why would they let him? Go to the Tianning Group and sign that contract for the Wild Grave Gully development project.
That land at Wild Grave Gully, isn't it going to be designated as a new special zone? And the industrial projects of the Tianning Group, they have always been #1 in Dragon Kingdom. To think that Linzu actually managed to secure their cooperation.
Then doesn't that mean the Zhang family is about to make a fortune? You're not wrong. And it's perfect timing. What do you mean, perfect timing? Right, our Changyan here, having just transferred over with her leadership, is about to be appointed to an official post.
The
She's about to
film
take
was
office.
translated and narrated
Transfer from the
by
leader?
Media.
Yes, don't listen to her nonsense. What assistant? Only those who serve as an assistant to a leader are truly the trusted inner circle. And who is your leader then? It's the new governor of Zhongzhou, Zhao Yunfeng. Cheng Yun, which department were you assigned to again? Thanks to the governor's kindness, he wanted to place a little more responsibility on my shoulders, so he arranged for me to oversee the affairs of the new special zone. Even if your son is impressive, he still has to answer to my daughter-in-law. Alright, Cheng Yan, you didn't finish your story last time. Who was it you went to pick up with Governor Zhao? For someone in Governor Zhao's position to be so cautious, how many people could he possibly be meeting? The one arriving was none other than the former general. Under the sovereign of Yoha, now holds sole command of the Yaohua army, General Hu. Hu Woolley.
He's the one, both generations, of the General Ghostly Grace, relied on as their right-hand man. His status is exceptionally high, and he is truly the second in command of the Ministry of War.
If Cheng Yan can cozy up to someone like that, what did that mean? Cheng Yan, tell us, on the day you went to pick up the general with Governor Zhao, what did General Hu say? The General Hu said I was quite impressive. And he even said he'd like to invite me to dinner sometime. You truly are the daughter-in-law I'm proud of. For even the General Hu to hold her in such high regard, perhaps after Governor Zhao gets promoted, you might even become a female governor yourself. Yeah, Yan, we're all one family. So, in the future, you'll have to support our Linjo even more from now on. No big deal. But come to think of it, your daughter-in-law, just staying at home all day simply won't do. A person, well, perhaps not reaching the heights of our Cheng Yan here, holding such a high and powerful position, should at least be able to support herself. Even if it's just working as a cleaner or a server. Mother, how can you compare Lin Lan to me? After all, people are just not the same. Do you have any jobs? For this Miss Lin? Just find her something easy. Let me think. But Sister Lin, she doesn't seem to have much of an education, does she? Where we work, even a typist needs a bachelor's degree. Cleaning would be suitable. But there are no vacancies left. If she doesn't clean, what else could she possibly do? The gatekeeper, old son, just retired a while ago. If Sister Lin doesn't mind, why not come and watch our gate? It's a job a woman can do. Though the reputation isn't great, people often call the position a watchdog.
Cheng Yan, if you dare to mock Xiaolun again,
Film was
I'll rip your mouth off.
and
Cousin,
narrated
don't be
by
angry.
Media.
I was merely trying to help. Find Lin Lin a suitable job, that's all.
Linjo, don't waste your energy on the barking of a dog.
Wingzhou, regardless of anything else, Cheng Yun is still the direct superior for your project area. What kind of attitude is that? Lin Lin, I'll say it again. You should really think about it. It's nothing more than being called a guard dog behind your back. This job, sheltered from the wind, sheltered from the rain, it's actually quite decent. Who are you? You must have the wrong room. Who? What monkey or pig are you talking about? Cheng Yan, what has gotten into you? General Hu. General Hu. General Hu, it really is you. You look so dashing.
Just stay seated, no need to stand.
General Ho. My wife is in poor health. Please forgive her for her lack of respect.
No need for such formalities. Cheng Yun. Why are you here?
Governor Zhao. Governor Zhao, I'm just here having a meal with family. Yes, just a simple meal. My Cheng Yun was just saying that for everything she has today, she owes her thanks to both of you for your support.
Support? With her level of ability, would she ever need us to support her?
General who? You? What does this mean? I don't quite understand.
How should Cheng Yun be dealt with? Please give your instructions, Miss Lin.
She... General who? What is going on here?
Cheng Yun. How did you offend General Hu? Quickly, beg for mercy.
Governor Zhao. Ever since I accompanied you to the airport that last time, I haven't even seen General Hu. How could there be any talk of offense? This... Could General Hu be under some misunderstanding? Didn't you think highly of her? You were even going to invite her to dinner. Why all of a sudden? Mother, stop talking.
What? Why didn't I know? That I was going to invite you to dinner? Do you really have such status?
General Hu. I was just having a meal with my family. I was just running my mouth. Yes. I deserve to be punished. I deserve to be punished. So you were just bragging.
If you were just having a family
The
meal,
film was
I wouldn't be
translated
unreasonable
and
enough
narrated by
to meddle in
N
such
Media.
trivial matters, but for you to be at the same table as Miss Lin is already the fortune of a lifetime. Not only are you lacking in gratitude, but you even dared to be disrespectful to Miss Lin.
General Hu. How is this being disrespectful? To Miss Lin?
Shall I help you refresh your memory? Didn't you just try to persuade Miss Lin to work as a doorman for your company?
General Hu. The Miss Lin you are referring to, could it be her? She is nothing more than the Zhang family's blind and foolish girl.
Shut your mouth. How dare you speak so insolently?
Lin, I am sorry.
Your family prides itself on being high-born, sitting in the upper echelons, yet you hold no regard for us, your poor relatives, and you use your power to bully others. Since I am narrow-minded, I must settle every score. I think this family connection is not worth acknowledging anymore.
Governor Zhao, you heard all of that, didn't you? I heard it. I heard it. To govern with virtue is to humble oneself and serve the people like a beast of burden. And this Cheng Yun, before even climbing the ranks, dares to ride on the necks of her own kin and act with such tyranny. If she were ever given real power, what kind of disaster would that be? This principle does not need a brute like me to teach you, does it? Cheng Yun, you thought the position of a security guard was quite good, didn't you? From tomorrow on, you will serve as that watchdog and guard the gate.
Governor Zhao. I know I was wrong. Please do not make me go and guard the gate. I know I was wrong.
Miss Lin, are you satisfied with this disposition?
Thank you for your trouble, Governor Zhao. I assume you to have important matters to discuss. Do not let my trivial matter delay your official business.
Very well, I shall not disturb you then. Why are those to hear? This is the sovereign. Hu Wuli, you really found the sovereign as well.
Mother... Lin is after all, your niece-in-law. Please, say something to her. I truly know I was wrong. Do not call me mother. You and Mo Kong are not even legally married yet. How unlucky. Let us go!
Linjo. You go on inside
film was
first. I'm just
translated
going to
and
take a walk
narrated
around the
by
neighborhood
Amelia.
to stretch my legs.
All right, don't wander off too far. Come back in a bit for dinner.
Don't worry.
Fine.
Your subordinate, Wang Yi, greets the sovereign.
Rise. The Special Investigation Bureau. They certainly are well informed. You must have tracked down my location a long time ago, haven't you?
Reporting, sovereign. I dare not presume to pry. I only discovered that Hu Wuli had also discovered your location and has already met with you. You cannot stay in Jiangsu any longer. I will arrange for you to be sent elsewhere as soon as possible.
No matter. How Wooly did not betray me. If not for him, I fear I would not have been able to see you all again.
You mean to say it was he who brought you here? That is good.
You and How Wooly, as well as all the suffering I have endured, is all at the hands of Shenning. This account will be settled sooner or later.
I am prepared to give my life for this.
Linjo. He's an old comrade in arms of mine, Wang Yi.
Hello. Mother has been arrested.
What?
Interrogation room.
For unauthorized use of a black card. Theft of the Minister of War's identification documents. Listen, Aunt. You really know how to pick someone to steal from.
I didn't steal it. When I was doing the laundry for my daughter-in-law, I found it in her pocket.
Nonsense. This is a serious crime. Tell the truth now. You don't have the clearance level for this. Go outside first. This matter involves state secrets of the Dragon Kingdom. This person is now under the custody of the Special Investigation Bureau.
Mother.
Linjo. Linjo, save me, save me. Mother is so scared. I never expected something like this to happen. I would never see you or your father again.
I never imagined that something like this would happen.
Indeed, it was unimaginable.
Xiaolon. That police commissioner just said that this black card was stolen. What is really going on here?
When I was in the Yaohua army, I took down an enemy. This card was a trophy, something I kept as a souvenir.
A souvenir?
The film
Then-
was translated and
What about this
narrated by
identification?
Amelia.
Back in the army, the identity of the sovereign of Yahuwah was vital to prevent the enemy from discovering the sovereign's true identity. So, everyone was issued one. We all claim to be the sovereign of Yahuwah. You see, the best way to hide a drop of water is to drop it into the ocean.
Exactly. Wang Yi is from the administrative department. Surely you don't doubt even his word.
So that's how it is, Mr. Wang. Thank you. If it weren't for you, I don't know how many days my mother would have been detained before being released. Perhaps Xiaolon would have ended up in there for a few days too.
Indeed. Thank you, Mr. Wang. Sorry for all the trouble.
Don't mention it, Aunt. Linlin and I are comrades in arms. Her business is my business.
Good.
Let's go.
Mingyu Restaurant. Engagement ceremony.
Old madam, this is a joyous occasion indeed.
Indeed, a joyous occasion for us all.
Zhang Ying has long admired Linzu. She mentions him to me every single day. She brings him up to me constantly. And now, this is wonderful. Our two families have finally become in-laws.
That's right. The Zhang family and the Zhang family will be one family from now on. Linzhou, why don't you come over here and pay your respects to your future father-in-law? You two will be a couple from here on out. You should get to know each other better. Linzhou, why are you being so difficult? Bai Chuan, Linzhou has a stubborn streak. He just needs a little time to come round. You must be patient with him.
How could I be otherwise? I understand Linzhu's marriage to that Linlin. If he showed even the slightest attachment to the past, I would be even more hesitant to entrust Zhang Ying to him.
Exactly. Our Linzhou is a man of deep loyalty and honor. Once he has a change of heart, he will treat our Zhang Ying with just as much devotion.
Our Zhang family has supported Linlin for 3 years. We have done all that could be expected of us. Since she isn't here today, I will speak plainly. Are you truly willing, for the sake of Linlin, to watch our Zhang family fall into ruin?
Grandmother. Why would the Zhang family fall into ruin? Didn't we just sign the partnership project with the Tianning Group? Even if we were to fail, what would that have to do with Xiaolan?
Then I shall explain the truth in front of our in-laws. Do you know why the Tianning Group agreed to work with us?
It was Xiaolan who paved the way, and CEO Fan who made the decision.
Nonsense. It was Miss Zhang who worked behind the scenes. That is the only reason this contract fell into your hands.
What?
Miss Zhang has already told
The film
me
was translated
the whole
and
story.
narrated by M Media.
Grandmother, are you all mistaken?
Miss Zhang has shown you nothing but sincerity. Why do you always hold such deep prejudice against her?
And what exactly does this have to do with Miss Zhang?
The new governor, Zhao Yunfeng, is Miss Zhang's uncle. And he is an old acquaintance of CEO Wan. It was Miss Zhang who acted as the intermediary. That is how this contract fell into your hands.
Correct. Governor Zhao Yunfeng is my brother-in-law. And Zhang Ying, she really went to great lengths for this. That is why she was able to strike up a conversation with CEO Wan at that dinner.
But
Enough with the buts. Linlin has been living off the Zhang family for all these years. Not only has she brought us no benefit, she has instead implicated the innocent and harmed so many people. How can we just let her off? I propose, kick Linlin out of the Zhang family. I agree.
I agree too.
Mother,
Linzhou, compared to the future of the Zhang family, what is a granddaughter-in-law like Linlin? She must leave.
grandmother. Why is it that Xiaolan is suddenly being tied to the future of the entire Zhang family?
Cheng Yun, you know who he is, right? I have already looked into it. Cheng Yun is the new governor's trusted assistant, Zhao Yunfeng. If it weren't for Linlin bringing in General Hu, he would have been posted to the new district to take charge. You tell me, is he not going to hate you? Is he not going to hate our Zhang family? Governor Zhao originally intended to hand the new district over to the Zhang family. Now he can only hand it to someone else temporarily. You tell me, does Governor Zhao hate you? And does he hate the Zhang family?
Linzhou, you are a kind child. Our Zhang family is already hanging by a thread. The project with Tianning Group may be in our hands. But with one word from Governor Zhao, our construction will be halted for rectifications. With hundreds of people in the Zhang family relying on us to eat. You tell me, what choice do I have?
But if you all know this, then you should also know that Xiaolan is an old acquaintance of General Hu, which is the only reason Governor Zhao took action against Cheng Yun.
Think about it. She is so close with General Hu, and he wants to help her. Why did she come to our family? She just happened to meet General Hu at a hotel. That is all. Do not mistake luck for actual ability.
Exactly, Linzhou. Now, Linlin has recovered her
The film
senses,
was translated
and her eyes are
narrated
healed.
by M
She is now
Media.
perfectly capable of living independently.
Linzhou, grandmother gives you her word. As long as our Zhang family is still standing, we will provide for Linwen's future. If our Zhang family falls, well, that is a different story. Lin Zhou, I am begging you.
Mother,
Mother,
Please, give our Zhang family a way out.
Grandmother. What are you doing?
As long as you can let Linlin go. Even if I have to kneel until I die, I would do it willingly.
Fine. I agree.
Lin Zhou, I knew. You are a filial child. I knew grandmother wasn't wrong about you. If your grandfather knew this in the afterlife, he would be smiling down on us.
good, good. I knew it. Linzu is such a sensible child.
Brother Lingzhou. Don't worry. In the future, if Linlin ever runs into any trouble, you should help her. I certainly won't say anything against it.
As for her troubles, I will handle them. You say she is a jinx. I am just like her. I will be with her. And leave the Zhang family together.
Lingzhou, have you lost your mind? How are you anything like her?
A husband and wife are one. Don't I count as well? Offending Governor Zhao. And Chengyun? If Xiaolon wasn't unlucky, how could she have ended up marrying me? And dealing with all this mess? It was I who married Xiaolon, which brought shame to the Zhang family, and made us a laughingstock. If you call her a jinx, you should be calling us a pair of them.
Lin Zhou, don't be stubborn.
Grandmother, I'm not being stubborn. I understand the current situation. Xiaolon cannot continue to stay in the Zhang family. I know, grandmother. You are all doing this for the future of the Zhang family. So, I have to agree.
You know all this, and yet you still say these things?
I have taken care of her for 3 years. Over 1,000 days and nights. Am I not a human being? Do I not have a heart? You asked me to kick her out. How could I bear to do that?
I am letting her go. But I didn't say I was going with her. Once she leaves the Zhang family, how will you support her?
I can find work. Even if I have to start from the bottom. A lower salary is fine. Even if I have to deliver food or work on an assembly line, it doesn't
The
matter.
film was translated and
You've lost your
narrated
mind.
by M Media.
I refuse.
Since that's the case. Mother, I see no point in continuing to reason with him. Guards, tie him up. We will proceed with the engagement today, and then lock him away.
My meridians are finally fully unblocked. Jiang family, Zhang family, it is time for you to pay the price for your actions.
Let me go.
Lin Zhou, what exactly are you thinking? Are your grandmother and your parents really worth less to you than an outsider?
That's right, Lingzhou. Mother raised you all these years. Can't you consider my feelings for once?
My in-laws, please forgive us. The Zhang family has decided to unite with the Zheng family. Nothing can change what happens today. Well said, well said. However, the root of this issue still lies with Linlin.
Eldest uncle, when doing things, you must cut the weeds by the root. This Linlan, since she has brought the Zhang family and our Zhang family to such a sorry state, then why not find an opportunity and simply get rid of her?
Miss Zheng is right. There are no outsiders here today. We might as well say what needs to be said and do what needs to be done.
That's right. With so many of us here, surely we can finish off a nobody like Linlin?
I never imagined you could be this vicious.
Brother Lingzhou, I am doing this, all for your sake.
Fine. It's settled then. However, make sure you do it discreetly. Leave no trace behind.
Old Madam is wise. Brother Lingzhou, things have become so complicated. Why not? Just settle this marriage. Calmly and securely? Perhaps then, I might even spare her. Let her go. Work in a bar. Or a massage parlor. As some kind of hostess or the like.
You. Xiaolon, you must leave. They are trying to harm you.
You have some nerve. Daring to show your face here.
The film was
That's just
translated and narrated by
plain
M
stupid.
Media.
Someone. Caesar for me.
Lin Zhou, just watch your wife as I deal with these petty scoundrels.
You?
Zheng Ying, who do you think you are? Even if I am currently down on my luck, am I someone to be bullied by the likes of you?
Fine. You think you can fight, is that it? I'd like to see just how many people those hands of yours can take on, and whether you can handle the governor of Jiangsu.
Stop calling. I have already dismissed Zhao Yunfang. Even if you called him, he wouldn't come.
The general of the Yaohua army. General Huwuli. The chairman of the Tianning group. And another general. 3 heavyweights. Gathered here. What could it possibly be for?
Uncle. Dismissed? How is that possible?
The Jiangsu Zheng family, Zheng Baichuan, pays respects to General Hu, General Fan, General Wang.
General Ho. CEO Fan.
You dare not kneel before the sovereign? You have a lot of nerve.
Our Zhang family is here discussing a marriage with the Zhang family. What do you mean, not kneeling before the sovereign? Where is this coming from?
We came here today, originally to escort the sovereign back to the capital. I never thought your Zhang family would be so blind.
General Zhang Wuli. A hero his whole life. To think he married a woman like you. And to think you even brought along these little runts. It truly breaks the heart of any listener and brings tears to their eyes.
You have eyes but fail to recognize a treasure when you see one.
CEO Fan, we still have our partnership.
Partnership? You still have the nerve to talk about a partnership? Do you even know why I gave the Zhang family a contract? That was essentially just
The film
giving you
was
money.
translated
Didn't you have
and
Miss Zhang
narrated by M
get the
Media.
contract from CEO Wan?
CEO Fan.
I don't even know anyone named Zheng. If not for the sovereign's order, why would I ever pay attention to a minor family on the verge of falling into the 3rd tier? The partnership is over. As for the money I invested, I expect the Zhang family, within 7 days, to return every single penny to me. Otherwise,
No. It cannot be over. The Zhang family is counting on this contract to return to our former glory.
Return to your former glory. Keep dreaming. You fear that Ke Zhao Yunfang? Do you not fear me as well? General Hu, it's a misunderstanding. A misunderstanding. Do you even deserve to speak to me? Do you know what it means when the sovereign cannot be insulted? From this day forward, the Zhang and Zheng families, excluding Zhang Linzu's household, are all cast into the lowest caste. Cast into the lowest caste. Forbidden from holding office. Forbidden from farming. Forbidden from engaging in trade. Forbidden from manual labor. Anyone who dares to aid the Zhang or Zheng families will be wiped out. You say that without the sovereign, the Zhang family would be better off. I shall wait and see. What? Subordinate Hu Wuli. Subordinate Wang Yi.
Subordinate Fan Pojin.
Invite Sovereign of Yahua
Invite Sovereign of Yahua
to take her place.
to take her place.
Sovereign? You are the sovereign of Yuhua.
Impossible. Impossible. This cannot be real.
Take them away.
Yes. Get them out of here. We will handle it ourselves.
You won't hurt Linzhou.
No,